So most of my brand presentation, I want to be a vision mixer. So the previous examples of work that I've had, I worked on all the FMPs, all the final measure projects, except for mine as a vision mixer. And altogether that's 6 different shows. 5 of them have been sport shows. So obviously I haven't had a range of topics of the shows that I've been on. But hopefully with this other music show, that should be just a bit more range to it. And it's allowed me to gain a good amount of experience. So on the FMPs, people were comfortable with getting me to vision mix because they knew I could do that, and I was happy to help with that. So I just quickly got some footage of me vision mixing.
14, 13, 12, 11,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for our usual commentators, JP and Joe there. Guy, that was so close. What happened at the end there? Troy?
Well, I didn't play a lot of rugby, so I'm quite proud of it.
Yeah, you got quite a few shots in that game. That's pretty good. Bruce?
I changed my mind for the last year.
You got overly confident with it.
I think I might have missed the last one. A little bit after the this.
That's fair enough. Well, still, you guys did really well, and you both got 4 go through. So, let's go through the rugby question. Bruce?
Yeah, so basically the vision mixing was just me cutting from shot to shot in that. The social media presence, I've created a Twitter account and an Instagram account. I feel like these would be the best ways to put myself out there, because from the vision mixer that I had a look at, he had a Twitter account, and every time he would work on a show, he would tweet about it, and it was like helping to show people what he'd been working on. I also thought Instagram would be another good social media to go on, because it's probably one of the most popular ones, so it's another way to help. So what I learned from him, the social media is a good way to put yourself out there. He also had a LinkedIn, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make one. I probably will, because what it had with him was he was able to put his past experience, where he went to university, and also on there you can have people you've worked with help show, or no, the people you've worked with, they can not reference you, but say they've worked with you and say how you were good there. Having a portfolio out there is helpful. He didn't have one, but I thought that he may have had one when he started off, but because now he's comfortable getting work, he didn't need one. So I feel like having one would help to show off my work and the range of work. And then he didn't have a website either, so I feel like having one would be a good way to put my portfolio and show my work. He may not have had one because he had the LinkedIn and that showed everything he needed to, but I feel like having both would still be helpful for me. For the logos, I chose that first logo just because it was simple and it shows off. It just says Sam Edwards Vision Mix, and I thought that's all I really needed to show. Whereas the other ones are just a bit more complicated, and the fonts are just a bit too fancy for what I thought they should be. And then finally the action plan. So I'm wanting to make more shows. This will help to make the show reel portfolio, just so it shows more of what I've been working on. And obviously the more I've worked on vision mixing, I'd say that I've got better at it. So showing more current clips of me vision mixing would help on the show reel. So I also said I've created the social media accounts, however I want to develop the accounts, so I need to post on there and create more of just a presence on the social media accounts. And then I also need to research the vision mixers, and I can understand how they have managed to get to the top. So the vision mixer that I researched, it said that he went to uni and then he got a job in the industry straight away. And I think that it was because he went to uni, he was able to get connections from there and able to get the job to work there. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Sam. So, it's a good presentation. So, first of all, I think actually showing an example of some work done is a good way to go, especially if you've not got a portfolio or a show reel. So I thought that was good. The other thing I was going to say with that, obviously you don't have loads of footage of you in the studio doing it,
Yeah.
but was it necessary to see you? Could you have shown other footage of stuff that you've cut in the studio? So for example, was there a range of clips? Was there a range of clips of the stuff you worked, something you could have shown? Okay, could you have shown a little bit of diversity there, possibly? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, also, what I didn't get from that was I didn't get like a really clear engagement or interest in the area. So with Liam, I can tell that he like is so into this and so wants this, whereas that's not coming across with yourself. Okay, so I'm just wondering whether a little bit more research, looking at some work experience opportunities, would be a good thing, because you'd be showing, number one, you have more experience, you'd have more experience to put across that you've worked in various environments, but also it give you more exposure. And if you're getting that more exposure, like say Liam has at the studios, it would give you that little bit more insight into that industry, how to break into that industry. Okay, so it's thinking about things like that as well. Okay, and also I think when it came to the social media stuff, I think LinkedIn is a good route to go down. Okay, but you could have made that a bit more visual. A good explanation is how it could be useful, but you could have used like a LinkedIn profile to show that potentially, to show what LinkedIn is to anyone who doesn't know about it and how it can be useful. Okay, so I thought that was another area that you could have used. Now, in terms of presentation, I think in terms of engagement, so not bad, but you're sort of sat, you're quite rigid. Okay, I know that you're not the most expressive person, but it's just finding ways to maybe try and express yourself a little bit more and getting real interest and engagement across in a pitch, if that makes sense. So just thinking about those things, putting those in your action plan as well. Now with yourself, you're kind of at an earlier level of this, okay? So it's thinking about how you can go from this level, add some experience, okay? Use that experience, if anything, all right, to build from this level, okay? Does that sound all right?
Yeah, that's all fine.
Cool, all right.
Another area that there's a lot of work for Vision Mixers is live events.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything that has a big screen needs a Vision Mixer.
Music festivals, yeah.